rule of law is the bedrock principle of the Justice Department and of our democracy. Upholding the rule of law means applying the law evenly, without fear or favor. Under my watch, that is precisely what the Justice Department is doing. All Americans are entitled to the even-handed application of the law, to due process of the law, and to the presumption of innocence. Much of our work is by necessity conducted out of the public eye. We do that to protect the constitutional rights of all Americans and to protect the integrity of our investigations. Federal law, long-standing department rules, and our ethical obligations prevent me from providing further details as to the basis of the search at this time. There are, however, certain points I want you to know. First, I personally approve the decision to seek a search warrant in this matter. Second, the Department does not take such a decision lightly. Where possible, it is standard practice to seek less intrusive means as an alternative to a search and to narrowly scope any search that is undertaken. Third, let me address recent unfounded attacks on the professionalism of the FBI and Justice Department agents and prosecutors. I will not stand by silently when their integrity is unfairly attacked. The men and women of the FBI and the Justice Department are dedicated, patriotic public servants. Every day, they protect the American people from violent crime, terrorism, and other threats to their safety while safeguarding our civil rights. They do so at great personal sacrifice and risk to themselves. I am honored to work alongside them. This is all I can say right now. More information will be made available in the appropriate way and at the appropriate time. Thank you.
Mr. Attorney General, the former president of the CIA agent.
Thank you all for your questions, but as I said, this is all I can say at this time.
Attorney General Merrick Garland, and we will have more on his words to the public regarding the search of former President Donald Trump's home at Mar-a-Lago after the break. Stay with us. Be back in just a moment for an observation. When's news time? 3:09.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait. They told their doctors and found out they had atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
This should be 8x7.
When it comes to closets, Janina's home organization business runs tip-top tidy.
Is this schedule right? I'm going to need help.
She needs to reorganize and find a new assistant.
I know it's your last week, but can you make sure the handsome pantry's wrapped?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Now this message, immigration concerns, call Bar Raid Law, 646-894-5900. When's news time 3:10, traffic and AccuWeather coming up next.
Optimum Mobile wants those good summertime vibes to last all year with big savings. Get 1 gigabyte of data for just $5 a month for the first 12 months. And because Optimum Mobile is on the network outperforming Verizon with the best 5G availability, you can keep those good summer feelings going. Because you'll stay connected at the beach, at the park, at the barbecue, and on the road. Really, anywhere you go this summer. With Optimum Mobile, you get 5G access included, plus unlimited talk and text at a great value. Maybe that's why Optimum Mobile was voted #1 in customer satisfaction by our customers. Get closer with mobile savings and go farther all year long with mobile service for $5 a month for 12 months. Learn more at Optimum.com/summer5 or visit your local Optimum store today. 1 gigabyte plan, $5 a month for first 12 months. $20 activation fee applies. Then auto renews at standard monthly rate. Also subject to discontinuance or change at any time. While supplies last. 5G not available in all areas. Other terms and conditions apply.
News time 311 from the traffic center now. Greg Wright.
Now we go back to New Jersey. This is Route 3 eastbound near Route 17. Looks like you got a crash knocking out at least one right lane. Again, that's Route 3 eastbound before Route 17. At least one right lane out with a wreck. We're focusing on this area because it's going to get messy as the night goes on. There is a very big concert at MetLife tonight. There is going to be a whole lot of traffic trying to get through that stretch, and this early wreck on Route 3 east near Route 17 blocking at least one lane is not helping matters. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound George Washington Bridge, still 30 to 40 on the upper, 20 to 30 on the inbound lower, and the early outbound Good Rise from some of the approaches is over. Everything's a mess. Southbound Henry Hudson from Dykeman, southbound Deegan from the west 230s, northbound west side out of the 70s. Lincoln Tunnel, about 30 minutes in, 15 to 20 out from 11th, better now from 9th. Outbound Hylan, about 15 to 20, inbound an extra 15 off the Skyway Center from the Newark Bay. Whitestone and Frog's Neck, abysmal either way. Get to the RFK. Best bet across the Upper East in either direction. I'm Greg Rice. Our next report at 321 on 1010 Win.
Downtown Brooklyn Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is redefining the rehabilitation experience. They offer short and long-term care and 24-hour nursing services with an unsurpassed level of care. Call 718-636-1000 to schedule a tour today. That's 718-636-1000.
And now the 1010 Win's AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Brian Thompson now with this live report.
Hey, Larry, a good deal of sunshine across the area this afternoon. It is warm, but the humidity's way down from where it's been in most recent days, so definitely not feeling as sticky as it has recently. We are going to keep an eye out to the north and west. There's a broken line of some showers across upstate New York. If some of those survive down getting closer to the city, we may see a shower in some spots this evening. Any showers around should be pretty brief. We'll be partly cloudy and more comfortable tonight. Low 70 in the city, mid-60s in the suburbs. Intervals of clouds and sunshine tomorrow with low humidity. Can't rule out a shower across eastern Long Island and down along the Jersey Shore, a high of 82. Clear and comfortable tomorrow night, low 64 in the city, and it will be down to the 50s in some suburbs. Sunny to partly cloudy and pleasant on Saturday from the city on north and west. Could have more clouds to contend with toward Long Island and the Jersey Shore, high near 80 on Saturday. Sunshine will give way to clouds on Sunday, high 81, and then more clouds and a couple of showers and perhaps a thunderstorm Monday, high 78. Sunny at 87 degrees in Midtown, going down to 70 tonight. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, 1010.
And again, Win family, we want you to stay with us. When we come back, I'm going to analyze what we just heard from U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland regarding that raid at former President Donald Trump's home down at Mar-a-Lago. Stay with us. Wins News Time, 314.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Are you tired of being tracked online? There's a simple solution. Let's Go. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more. All for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. Let's Go. Privacy simplified.
Men's News Time, 3:15. Okay, folks, so we just heard about 5 or 6 minutes ago that correspondence, if you will, from U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland regarding the raid on former President Donald Trump's home down at Mar-a-Lago. This is the first time he has spoken on that since the raid. And with all the pressure he's been getting from critics who say the raid was political, there was a suggestion from many that he had to respond, and a few minutes ago he did. He confirmed the search of the former president's home, saying the copies of the warrant were provided to the president's lawyers, saying the search warrant was signed by a federal judge based on evidence and probable cause. Garland says he approved the raid. He says faithful adherence to the rule of law means applying the law evenly without fear of favor. He says under his watch, that's exactly what the Justice Department is doing. He says much of their work is by necessity out of the public eye, and he says we do that to protect the integrity of our investigations and to protect the people that are being investigated. He says their ethics prevent him from providing further details about the investigation. This, of course, in response to those, particularly in the Republican Party, who are now calling for an investigation, or at least have suggested that there might be one, concerned with why he went into former President Trump's home in the first place. He basically laid out three particular rules that he went by, and that is that he personally approved the decision to seek the search warrant. He said the department doesn't take the decision lightly, meaning he had a reason to go in, and he also addressed what he called unfounded attacks on the integrity of the FBI and the Justice Department. Garland says the men and women of the FBI are dedicated public servants. He says they do so at great personal sacrifice, and he says he does not take it lightly. And that was the end of his commentary. There were a couple of people, reporters, that were trying to get more out of him. Again, he stressed the point that we don't want to rule the integrity of the case or the investigation that they have right now, and as such, he would not be making any more comments. We anticipate, or don't anticipate, hearing anything more from him until there's a definitive word on what they were looking for and what they found. The backstory, of course, is that they went into the former president's home and that they came out with several boxes, these concerning so-called classified materials that were reportedly, allegedly, however you want to define it, taken from the White House by the president when he left office. Again, they're trying to find out what's in those boxes and if there were any rules broken with regard to U.S. secrets, if you will, in those classified materials. We will have more coming up later in our broadcast. Stay with us. Wednesday News Time, 3:18.
T-Mobile believes customers deserve to get more without paying more. Everything from entertainment benefits like Netflix on Us, to travel benefits, to scam shield protection, all with taxes and fees included. So the price you see is the price you pay. When you're a T-Mobile customer, you get over $225 in value every month in benefits with our Max Family Plan.
That's like paying for nosebleed seats and getting to sit in the front row.
That's right. At T-Mobile, your family gets over $225 worth of value and benefits with our Max Plan each and every month. Plus, with our Price Lock Guarantee, we won't raise your rate plan price for talk, text, and data ever.
That's like paying for a cab.
And getting a church limo.
At T-Mobile, you get value beyond the expected. Qualifying service required. Value based on included monthly benefits. Sales tax and regulatory fees included in Max's monthly price. Price Lock guarantees great price of talk, text, and data for new accounts with qualifying service. Exclusions apply. See details at T-Mobile.com. Research shows listeners don't like it when ads interrupt their music. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, we made this ad optional. If you want to skip this ad, remove your left earphone. Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. It's the easy and smart way to save. Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soap, fresh, tasting coconut,
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut,
Sometimes you don't. Almond Joy got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and
Station you know, the people you trust, and 10 West.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
We'll give you 86 degrees under mostly sunny skies at 3:20. I'm Larry Mullins, and here's what's happening. More on that investigation in Cypress Hills, where police say a wellness check has led to the decomposing remains of a 75-year-old man with hazmat canisters all around it. They say he had been dead for close to a week now. We're also following developments in the Bronx, where a 14-year-old kid was killed. Police think after child play with other teens had a gun, and so far no arrest and no gun has been found. In Cincinnati, we mentioned it earlier, an armed man now in police custody after he allegedly approached the visitor screen at the FBI's office and then tried to run when agents confronted him. They say he also fired off a couple of rounds. Overseas, Russian authorities confirming today they are negotiating a deal with the U.S. to release WNBA star Brittany Griner and a former Marine in a prisoner swap. Russia warning, though, don't try to pressure us. And a new study says leisure activities, including reading a book, doing yoga, and spending time with family, could go a long way in lowering the risk of dementia. Stocks are mixed at this hour. The Dow still in the green by about 80 points. We'll have the final numbers before the closing bell on Money Watch. A pesky weather says sunny, warm, but less humid this afternoon with a high of 86. News on 321 from the Sackett Center now. Here again is Greg Rice.
Well, it is a summer Thursday, and if you've looked at the calendar recently, you realize we don't have that many of these left before Labor Day, so you get the feeling these summer getaway weekends are going to get a little worse traffic-wise. Well, we're getting started early today. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels trying to get you out of town. The Blvd Whitestone and Throgs Neck abysmal. Blvd Whitestone from the LA Clearview. En route to the Throgs Neck.